Ladies and gentlemen, we're in Uptown, Chicago.
So my experience in Uptown really only lasted for about 2 years, but it was such a vital place that I wanted to set the book there. Uptown's a very interesting place because any culture where they've experienced poverty and been left with the remains of the beauty of an age. Uptown is where film was born. So there was all this money that came into Uptown. Charlie Chaplin lived there. There were film stars there, S&A Studios. They began filming silent films. That's where it started. There was no Hollywood at the time. Just Uptown, Chicago, right? So the buildings that were built celebrated this beauty and romance and excitement. And then people left Uptown to go to Hollywood. And then the stock market crashed. And then the Great Depression hit. What happened is that you had all these beautiful castles, and you had people living in tremendous poverty in these beautiful buildings. So you had this wonderful place. It just spoke about all this past glory. And then you had people whose lives were very broken. And it was very much like the monster movies I watched at 10 o'clock at night. Because, you have Dracula living in this glorious palace, but he's a creature. He's a being, he's a monster. It seemed to me I was watching the history of the place I was in when I would see these movies. And I connected the stories of these people with the monsters. And I think they were connected. I saw a lot of things. I saw police actions against protesters. I saw people hurt. Murder and suicide were very common things where I lived. We didn't walk next to the windows at night because you would hear gunshots all night long, and it was like becoming a target. That's a strange way to grow up. Well, I think there's something called subtle energy. I think we don't really understand subtle energy. I think it's the intention out of which things are built and loved. I think the buildings there were built out of love. I think there was joy there for a long time. The Aragon Ballroom was this place where people could go to dance. I think that there was joy and beauty there for long enough that we were still experiencing the resonance of it.